you started doing?
I trained with him in '79, and I went to LA in 1980, and I've been training with him now for 25 years, 26 years, I think this year, maybe 27 years, I'm not sure. Train with him, I'm one of his most loyal students. But what's great about him, he doesn't, as a teacher, he's not so much a teacher, he's more of a mentor and a friend, and also like an inspiration, because his approach to training, he just loves to train. And he's also a great teacher in that he gives you the freedom to go and train elsewhere. He's put me in touch with lots of different people around the world, and that's how I got into the Kali. I went to the Philippines.
Okay, and that's how you got into the Kali.
Well, I was into the Kali through him, but I went to the Philippines, trained with people in the Philippines, trained with Ilustrisimo, trained with the Kenyatis, trained with Borin, trained with lots of different people, yeah, and that gave me an insight into different approaches to the art, different approaches, because they all have their different aspects that they to do that, and they approach the problem from a different way, almost like a musician or a cameraman would. They have a little angle which is a bit different, and so your understanding of the art gets much better.
That has to work on the street.
It has to work,
How you have used it in the street?
Yeah, bits and bobs, yeah.
Tough town. I lived in London.
Yeah, it's a pretty tough place. The culture is, yeah.
So I actually did the same thing in Mexico City, and I had to apply what I had learned to actually find my way, because it was a tough town.
Yeah, no, it's a tough town.
I understood that it was a different thing.
Yeah.
But technically, with all your experience, how do you say that the martial art is different from that kind of defensive approach that you use in the street?
Well, I think it's an art, isn't it? Yeah. What we say is there's two reasons you're doing it. You're doing one is for self-protection, and the other one is for self-perfection. And really, it's just a way of you learning about yourself, really, about your fears. I think a big thing amongst all of us, and particularly amongst men, is our role in the universe and fear, and about being strong. But actually, do you want to be belligerent all the time? That's not really where it's at, is it? The art is to be a gentle man, and in the proper sense of the word. And
it allows you to be gentle.
Yeah, it allows you to be gentle and to be compassionate and to be fun and to bring out the joy in you. Because I think the aim of life is maybe to bring out joy. Be at peace with yourself and with other people, and being able to destroy other people, or at least training towards that end, amazingly has the opposite effect, in that you become very peaceful, very tranquil, and you're fun, and also you understand. It gives you a portal, if you use that term, into every other art. Because whether it's music, you have to understand rhythm, because rhythm in combat is the same as rhythm of drum. It's similar, like Cuban stuff. That's why Cuban boxers are great. That's why Brazilians are good, because there's that rhythm, that Afro-Caribbean thing is very important. So you understand rhythm. The whole thing.
How do you relate to the world?
Yeah, and it impacts on all other arts as well. All other arts would impact on it. We have a sort of triangle thing we use in Kali, which says warrior, scholar or artist, and then healer or spiritual person. And if I'm a warrior, it frees me up to embrace the art and be more scholarly. And the scholarly impacts on being a warrior, because I'm a better warrior because I'm more scholarly, I study better, or I learn to look more. I have more insight through the art, and the ultimate thing is to be a healer and a spiritual person, and being the artist and the scholar.
Sorry, to be a what?
To be a healer or a spiritual person is considered the apex, where you give back, and really it's just a circle, isn't it? It goes round, and I don't think anybody ever achieves all of that. But it's nice to have a plan, isn't it?
Right.
And I think
More
your age,
time.
yeah, and also like your age changes, and either some people when they're 20s they just want to be tough guys. Yeah, and I was the same, tough guy. I wanted to show how I was the toughest. I loved it when we were in a competition where we were bound to lose, because if we're up against the toughest guys, how can we lose? We're just going to kick their ass and give them a hard time, yeah. But then later on, life teaches you that you can't be tough all the time, because I can remember being very arrogant and thinking I was immortal. You know, I said, oh, I'm a god. You know?
Nothing gets to me.
And nothing gets me. I was killing everyone. I was running, doing 200 miles a week on the bike, swimming, and doing my martial arts, doing triathlon training. I thought I was a god, and then the real God said to me, "No, I'm God." And then instantly I had to have new hips. I had many allergies. I had many health problems, and that just made me. You're like Muhammad Ali. It's the same, isn't it? You know, it's you can't be arrogant, really. And martial arts teaches you that you have your time, and then you have to give back through teaching, and also trying to keep what you have. You know, I like to fight still, because there's a joy of it, but it isn't everything in life. I play some music as well, and and all that.
That's